Are you looking for a way to scale your short-term rental business and buy more properties? Well, co-hosting might be the right fit for you. Welcome to the Cohost Coach podcast with Joe Roney. This episode of the Cohost Coach is brought to you by Savvy STR Agents. If you're looking to buy a short-term rental, then contact the STR Savvy Agent team at savvy.realty.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Cohost Coach. I am Joe Roney, and it is Christmas, actually. Merry Christmas, everyone. Today's officially Christmas Eve, the day that this podcast comes out. So we're going to keep this one super short, super sweet, because really over these next 2 weeks, the biggest thing that I'm going to tell you to do is to reset, right? So we are kind of in that slowest time period. Yes, you probably have guests in most of your properties during the holidays. You're taking care of guest issues and taking care of those things right now. And that's great. But the most important thing that you can really think about doing right now is kind of really resetting and spending some time with your family. Hopefully by this point, you have got your calendar set up, because tomorrow on Christmas Day is officially peak summer booking season. So I say that in the beginning: rest, relax, try to spend this time with your family. But if you're listening to this on Christmas Eve morning when this airs and you haven't gotten your pricing set up for your summer next year, you need to stop what you're doing and go do that right now, because this is booking season. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get 1,000 bookings this weekend, but you're going to get some bookings this weekend, and you're going to get some big Christmas bookings this weekend, especially if you're in a summer vacation rental market. So we are in that season of booking. People get together around the holidays, families get together, and they start talking about vacations. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And then there's somebody, the vacation bully in the room. That's me. I'm the vacation bully that gets everybody to book. And I say that because I am the one in my family that is usually the planner. I'm usually the one that, whether it be friends, family, whatever it is, I'm usually one that pushes everybody and pushes them and says, I want to do this vacation. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Time to book. So there is one of those in your family, or in the families that are out there in staying in your properties or want to stay in your properties, and they are talking about going on vacation. And they're talking about spring break. They're talking about summer break. They might even be talking about fall break. We have bookings spring, summer, and fall already before this is released. And I know this weekend we're going to get even more. So really, really important to get your properties lined up and get them ready to go. But the most important thing I really want you to do over the next week and a half is to, try to take some time off, try to reset, try to relax, try to completely unplug as much as you can, because this is the time of year that it's really important for you to be with your families and be engaged and spend that extra time and really enjoy it. So I'm going to keep this podcast like probably the shortest podcast of the whole year, because I don't want you sitting here listening to this podcast on Christmas Eve. I want you going out there and finishing wrapping presents or assembling that, big toy that you got that you're going to be up until like midnight tonight or 2 a.m, whatever it may be, and getting that ready to go to put under the Christmas tree for tomorrow. So really, really appreciate this year. You guys listen to me. This is a whole year of doing this podcast. And got a big announcement coming up next week, so make sure you listen to the New Year's show. Huge announcement coming up next week, and I've kind of hinted at it a couple of times, so tune in next week so we can talk about that. Other than that, Merry Christmas, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.